Okay, let's back it on up. Let's back it on up. Cause I realized that you guys didn't hear me. So we got slight delays coming up on this live tonight, but we're gonna get much better. We're gonna get much better. I am using a new device, okay? So be patient with me. Okay. So it said, is it happening now? Was the Obamas right? Are you getting prepared for blackouts and stockpiling? Biden is now trying to stop natural gas and signing bill to let 5,000 migrants to come in legally. Yes, you heard me. Signing a bill to let 5,000 migrants come in legally. Now Biden is only doing this right because of Texas, because him and Texas is literally at war. Okay, Texas fired you know the army who was patrolling the border, and President Adam, he pretty much had I said President Governor Adam of Texas, he pretty much had hired the National Guards, okay, to come in and pretty much patrol the border. He been putting access wiring, and literally been locking these migrants up on the spot when they try to come across there. Yes, like, he is not playing anymore, because he say Biden do not want to do what he needs to do. So because of this, it's literally Biden is giving me op energy. Like, he is not for the US. It's like he's trying to bring he's trying to bring the economy so bad. So once the next president come in, it's gonna be so hard to repair what this man have damaged. Okay. But let's go get focused and get into it. So it's this man up on YouTube. What's his John? Okay, just I'm going to go show you guys him. Then by the time I come back, I've been on here his name correct. But he pretty much be talking about the economy and give you great up to date is what's going on. So I'm going to play two of his clips, and we fit to get into it. So you might see a little glitch here and there, but bear with it. I promise you still going to be able to get the concept of it. But let's go ahead and get in tune, okay?
Americans are paying attention to the border crisis and everything that's going on.
Growing crisis at the southern border. Migrant encounters reached an all-time high in the month of December at more than 302,000.
We're trying to tell you this is the biggest distraction. Instead, the big story is happening behind the scenes that's getting no attention, that's 20 times bigger than what's going on with the migrant crisis and everything that's happening at the border. That's saying a lot, right? It's saying a lot. But what are the odds that this story breaks 24 hours after all of the attention is being pushed towards this migrant crisis? What are the odds that every single week in America, we're hit with one breaking story after the next? Meanwhile, everyone's told, keep looking here, keep looking here, keep looking here. But over here, everything keeps moving into this new direction, this new normal. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you what the new normal looks like for capitalism. And if you're an investor, an entrepreneur, business owner, or you want to be, pay close attention to this so you can position yourself and your portfolio for a world of uncertainty. Please hit the like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube will share this content to educate the people about what's going on in America's economy. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself for funding, if you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report, go to greatcreditfast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for Monday. Take a look at this. So Texas refused to back down border standoff with feds as a record 302,000 people, right, across the border. Well, look at this. You have Biden backed Senate border deal, right? And this new border deal is 5,000 people per day. So they can legally have 5,000 people per day. So if you take 5,000 times 365 days in a year, it's 1.825 million people per year that would legally be allowed to enter the country, which would be essentially the state of West Virginia every single year, or just a little bit smaller than the entire state of Idaho. That's if the number was exact and no one was skipped in that counting. Now, look at what happened on this date. So January 26th, and all of these stories coming out, 26, right at the same time. And so it says Biden-Harris administration announced temporary pause on pending approvals on natural gas. So they're moving to close down these natural gas refineries here in America. And so when you look at what's going on right now with record high inflation, when you close down these refineries and our oil prices continue to go up, that's going to be inflationary. That's going to push the cost onto the consumer, meaning everything is going to get more and more and more expensive. And so what happens when people are being pushed into a corner is people are going to demand a solution. And this new solution is this green energy transition, which is going to cost $9.2 trillion per year. But how this all works out is just so genius. I mean, it is perfect. Like, the timing couldn't be better. So January 18th, 9.2 trillion, right? And I have this set on the settings past month. So clean energy investments for rural Americas are booming. Energy or electricity prices soaring. Global clean energy spending forecast, energy transition. But look at this. As utility bills rise, low-income Americans struggle, right? And they struggle because there's just no access to cheaper energy. And so what's going to happen is we're moving into this new transition. But it reminds me of what happened just a few years ago. A few years ago, everything was about, everything was about saving lives. Everything was about saving lives. Everything was about, protecting your neighbor, being, not being selfish and being a part of the greater good, right? Well, going forward, what's going to happen is everything is going to be about the greater good. The greater good is going to be about green energy, about saving the environment, about, looking after your neighbor, about, social services. All of these things are going to be a part of this greater good. And so you have to look at, what does this mean for landlords? What does this mean for investing? What does this mean for businesses? Well, it's interesting. So presently, this is, they say all of this benefit was administered because of all of these actions that were taken. Maybe, possible, maybe, I don't know. But when you look at this, it says the same exact thing, right? Unaffordable rents are linked to premature death. This is CNBC, December 19th. So start to look at how this connects. December 19th. Then December 13th, right? In the US, it's harming health and shortening life. I mean, you have all New York Post, all the same, within the same few weeks, every single outlet basically saying the same thing. Americans are struggling to afford rent, die sooner. Princeton, study linked unaffordable rents, early death. So what is this going to mean? It's going to mean that all this weight, all this attention is going to be pushed towards landlords and towards property owners about the unaffordable cost. And so as we start to step into an energy transition, which is likely not going to be free, they even say it, $9.2 trillion a year. And when you have America sitting on $34 trillion in debt, it's essentially 10% of the entire debt load every single year. It's probably going to be inflationary. And so all these costs are going to get pushed on the consumers. And many consumers are going to demand that solution. That solution is likely going to come at the face of some type of social services package like scale rent control and some massive protections for tenants and migrants and all these different different classes of people and different people in general. So when you look at all this, it's just very fascinating how this all works. So even in Nebraska is working on this new bill
So this was part one. Fit to play part two. But pretty much, let me just give you a overall view of part one. So as you can see, he tapped up on natural gas. How natural gas is being very expensive. The average citizen cannot afford natural gas. So this is like going green, want to make a better economy, you know, a time of a shift to happen. Okay. This is what they want to paint a picture of, but you have to pay attention. Biden is targeting Texas. Texas produce nationwide natural gas come from Texas. So if they tap into that, And pretty much, if there's no natural gas, people will have to start using coal, and that's like 10 times worse and polluted to the environment. So this is what they really trying to substitute um natural gas. Now, mind you, I also feel like this also coexists with blackouts. Okay, I keep telling you all, they've been saying it for the longest that this is going to be we're going to experience blackouts during this winter. They have the power to shut off the lights. They have a power to make storms. To how they just had a polar vortex. Okay, that literally wrapped through was wiping through the whole United States. Okay, pay attention to what's going on. That's why it's crucial for you to get up in alignment and get prepared. But I'm fit to play part two. Then we fit the politics some more. And by the way, his name is John Williams. Is his name? Okay, he's a great guy. He always up to date with the hottest political stuff. Him and many others I be watching. And like a lot of preppers I'll be watching as well. Um, this is part two.
Nobody knows about this bill, but in this new bill, you're prohibited from evicting a certain tenant if they have a child over the age of or under the age of 18 years old. So you think about this: if they have a 17-year-old child, 16-year-old child, and they stop paying rent, landlord can't do anything. They have to keep paying the bill. Can't evict the tenant, right? If this passes, it says child means a person who's under the age of 18 years old, or is currently enrolled in school or childcare. Child means childcare and early child education and assistance program. So you start to look at how all of this is changing. You have to connect the dots on what this would mean for real estate investors, for property owners, and business owners. I think that's what all smart Americans and smart entrepreneurs do. They follow trends and they bet on where the trends are going. Trend is that it's going to get harder for landlords. That's a trend, and it's happening everywhere. I mean, there's already 24 states that now offer tenants free legal counsel, access to free attorneys, and this was not the case just a couple years ago for many of those 24 states. This all rolled in after late 2020, or started rolling in then. So Colorado Democrats push for a law to prevent no-cause evictions. Democratic lawmakers try again for eviction protection in Colorado. Colorado Democrats advance bill to ban evictions, lease terminations without just cause. And they even have it now to where if a tenant provides a screening report, it'll be illegal for a landlord to pull their own. They have to take what the tenant is providing. So you start to look at all these different things, you can see clearly where this is all headed. Just cause requirement eviction for residential tenant. This is Colorado, right? Now look at this. Presently, 12% of all renters in America are behind on rent, right? What do you think that number will be if the cost of energy goes up and food costs go up and energy costs go up? I would bet greater than 12%. That's what I would bet. I would bet it might go to 13 or 14 or 15 or 20%. And so if you have this high gap in tenants that can't afford to live, and you've got a lot of property owners and mom and pop investors that can't afford to live, what are you going to start to see? A huge demand for social services. That's what you're going to start to see here. And it's just very interesting when you look at how each state and city is generally funded, you can start to see a really, really big hole that's happening here in the economy. So in California, you look at all the different debts by state. You have to look at, okay, well, how are these debts, or how is the income derived from these for these states? Many of which is income taxes. It is you have residential real estate taxes. You have commercial real estate taxes. What does this look like when you look at commercial real estate that has a national vacancy rate of 20%, and these values are crashing? They're falling rapidly. As we start to see rates staying higher for longer, insurance and taxes continuing to rise, what is this going to mean? It's going to mean a lot of these properties that are in these states that are getting very, very high contributions for tax revenue, it's going to be reduced. If you have a $100 million property that was sold in 2020 or 2021, and that $100 million property then trades in 2024 for, say, $50 million, what's going to happen? The tax rate is going to be reduced by 50%. And so if this is happening all throughout all these different cities and states, the deficit is going to continue to rise. And at the same time, as we walk into a softening job market, you're going to start to see income taxes, these collections continue to soften as well. And so you're going to just start seeing gaping holes inside of all these different states. It's going to be a really, really big problem. And at the same time, homeowners insurance rates continue to increase, nearly double in some areas. It's just obvious what's going to happen. And you have this tech revolution that's happening in the next couple of years. We're going to start to see social services skyrocket here in America. That's what we're going to start to see here. And I believe what we're also going to watch is we're going to watch millions of Americans lose their homes, lose their properties, lose their businesses, and many, many Americans move out there and start buying up properties, starting certain businesses. Many Americans even getting second passports, investing in different countries. Many Americans are going to start to do things they would have never otherwise thought of doing just because of all of these changes that are already, happening. But that's the world we live in now. We live in a very, very uncertain world. When you go back to how life was at 2015 and 2017, 2018, everything was stable. But now, is there any such thing as stability? I don't think so. I think smart and savvy entrepreneurs are going to be looking at risk differently, looking at trends differently, and putting their money on the table when it makes a lot of sense to do so and when all the facts line up. What do you think about this entire situation? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. I think we're walking into something really, really, really big here. Let's have a conversation. If you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company.
Okay, y'all. So it is pretty much getting real out here. As you can see, they also is fit to pretty much start allowing tenants not to get evicted. Did you hear that? If you from age 17 under, you cannot evict the tenant. Now that could be good for some people, but very bad for landlords. Okay. But they is trying to make this world become like upon fixed income, like pretty much, because it's about to be a jobless world, and people, the jobs that are available would not be available because they fit to get take over by Al from the trucking companies, from the stores. We are would eventually not have any stores. Okay, for once, stores is closing down rapidly as we speak. Okay, they just doing it slowly but surely. These stores is closing down because they know that they not fit to make much money. Okay, with the theft, it's fit to be at an all-time high. You remember, you got migrants and just regular consumers that steal from stores up on a regular, and the how much they losing outweighs the overall income that they have, or the gross that they have coming in. Okay. So this way we fit to literally shift to a jobless world. Everything is going to be working out of a factory. Okay, you're gonna have to order everything up online, and due to that, the demand is going to be extremely high. So now they got these owl trucks because they feel like these owl trucks is going to be more sufficient, get things done, it's low cost, and pretty much they can have these machines pretty much working everything, even at the factories. And this is also a main reason why they is letting migrants come in. I've been telling you all this at the beginning of last year. I've been saying the same exact thing. The same exact thing that I'm saying now is just coming to pass. That they was gonna start having these migrants come in super heavy because they need these migrants to work the factory jobs. Who now work factory jobs for a little one or of nothing? Latinos, okay? And they know these migrants, they gonna work these factory jobs for a little or nothing, because I told you I still coexist with um minimum wage going up to $25. A lot of these companies, they feel like they don't have the money to pay their workers. Okay. Yeah, so they pretty much do not have the money to pay these workers. Okay. They can't afford to pay these workers once this minimum wage. I believe LA already started an increase up in a minimum wage to $25. Okay. And they feel like they can't hire workers and pay them $25, and plus the theft that is going on, they feel like they losing way more money than actually grossing in. So a lot of them rather close down and just go to just like storage and do like online and have factories and behind the scene. And they know that these migrants, because they looking for work, they looking for pay, they looking for jobs, they will work these jobs for a little or nothing. And half of these factories is going to be paying these migrants underneath the table. And because they paying them underneath the table, they're going to be taking anything. Then as far as a regular person, we can pay you $8 to $10 an hour. That send us way back. You know what I'm saying? But these migrants, they will do it, because they don't know no better. Okay. So this is where we heading into a jobless world. So a lot of people is not going to have income. So they pretty much want it to be a fixed income, kind of like a Section 8 base and a nationwide. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, it's going to be like a Section 8 type of base nationwide. Okay, literally giving you a fixed income check, kind of like the stimulus. Okay, or some type of monthly pay. I feel like when they was doing the stimulus and like monthly pay, this was a test upon how much to give the people, how much to give the consumers. um Balancing, not coexisting, because that is where they heading towards. Okay, this is where we heading. Okay, but right now, before this happened, we have to go into a great collapse or some type of deep depression. Okay. And this is what they trying to do. They have to really collapse this economics before they able to rebuild it. Okay. And they gotta make it. The depression is gonna come in because it's not fit to be in any jobs, right? The food prices is fit to inflate even more higher. You haven't seen nothing yet. That's why I be like, when stockpile, okay? Because when you go to the stores, that's a investment. Some people be looking like, I'm not fit to stockpile up on food, up on canned goods, but it's literally fit to be a investment. A canned good that you paying $1 and some for, up in the future, one canned good could cost $5. So is you really winning? Okay, that's why I say prepare now. I've been saying this. Get your household up in order. Get organized. Get up in alignment, because we shifting and it's happening. Okay, it's happening, whether we want to agree with it, where we wanted to believe it or not. Whether you agree with it, you can kick your feet. It's happening. They showing you it's happening. The Obamas put it out there about don't get left behind. The people towards the end, the ones who stockpile, the people who was up in alignment, they was good. They was ready for this shift. They didn't have to worry because they was already organized. And that's why I'm saying you need to stockpile, because upon rainy days, that money be bad. We going through and inflation and everything is increasing. The dollar no longer have the same value. The dollar does not have the same value. Okay. So it's crucial. So when you go out to the stores, look at it as a investment, just like you buying corns or something. Because that canned good that you buying, a couple of months from now, it can literally inflate into $5. And that is what's happening, because I told you all the Red Sea, the shipment has decreased to half. I believe it was like 36 ships. Now it's like 18 that can come through there. Everything is fit to slow up anyway. You could be seeing shortages up in your store already. We've been seeing shortages, but you haven't seen nothing yet. And because we fit to deal with major shortages, they have to inflate the prices because everybody will be buying up everything. So they gotta inflate it so you won't be buying up everything. They gotta make it higher so you won't buy up everything. Okay. And things are fit to skyrocket. Get your household up in order. And this is how they're going to cause a collapse. And this is how they're going to make it a fixed income. Okay? And have this shift going on, because everything is going to AI. Everything is shifting to AI. So it's getting real, people. They fit to go and start collapsing this grid as well. For once, these solar flares is coming through. It's already collapsing the grid already. The grid is already collapsing. Okay? They know this. They know this. Okay? That's why they want you to get organized. They want you to get up in alignment. And I feel like they don't gave you more than enough warnings. Okay, they gave us more than enough warnings for us to know what's going on. You really do already know what time it is. And I seen this. I seen one of these clips I got from Miss Lowdale. So I'm gonna play that too. But we fit to go get up on the natural gas. Biden trying to stop natural gas right now. Okay, we was already experiencing rolling blackouts. Okay, these past 2 years, we all been experiencing rolling blackouts. It been hitting different areas. Okay, but this is fit to be a collapse where everyone fit to feel this impact, just like everyone felt that blizzard in that of that polar vortex. This fit to be a nationwide collapse. Okay, it's not gonna just be like a 2 hour. No, this could last days, weeks, and possibly months. That's why they say get stockpile for at least up to 3 months of water, food, and things that you might not need, because you never know just how this thing might go. Okay, but I'm fit to go play it. They politicking about Biden trying to stop the natural gas.
Welcome back. As if President Biden's standing in the Lone Star State wasn't battered enough by his border policy, the commander-in-chief added some insult to economic of liquefied natural gas. Just in case you weren't aware, Texas is the nation's top producer of natural gas, a growing quantity of which is exported to Europe and elsewhere in the form of LNG. Panel, President Biden's Department of Energy wants to conduct an analysis of the impact of these shipments, environmental and otherwise. Question, is this a coincidence, or could the president be sending Greg Abbott a message? Bill, I know you've looked at this.
I think this is pandering to his base. I don't think it's anything with Abbott. But look, this is the dumbest public policy I've ever heard of in my life. You know, if you don't export LNG to these countries, What do you think they're going to burn to create electricity?
Coal.
They're going to burn coal, which is 10 times worse than natural gas. The United States is one of the few countries that's reducing its carbon emissions on a per capita basis right now. And the way we've done it is by closing coal plants and instead using natural gas to generate electricity. That can be exported over the whole world. We've got a huge surplus of it in the United States. It's nuts not to do it. But it's also politically stupid. I mean, we just get a poll that shows that Gutierrez and Allred are within a couple of points of Ted Cruz. They've got to be pulling their hair out this morning. Not only is Biden like shooting him in the back on his border policy, now he puts another bullet in him.
Any thoughts here, Chow?
Well, I don't think that politically, I actually think this strategy of halting and taking a look and just, by the way, they're exporting LNG at record rates this year. There were 7 plants in Texas and Louisiana. This is just a way to look and see if the new projects are within the confines of national security, climate change. I do believe that Biden is looking at his younger base, and the younger base is saying, look, we are serious about climate change. As a mother with young children who are going to have to grow up in this world, it is something we think about. We don't think about it day to day because it's, 10, 20 years down the line. But look where we are now. We're 10, 20 years down the line talking about climate change 2 decades ago. So yes, this is at least a judicious response to just reviewing things. We're not halting LNG exports.
Okay, well, you can almost hear Trump on the campaign trail.
Yes.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, listen. This is Biden. I'm sorry. I hate to wake you up. Listen. I listen, but look, Oman, they were talking about LNG in 2014, 10 years ago, about this. If you don't do this, it is going to absolutely increase fossil fuel burning and coal and everything else. This is going to hurt the planet, not help the planet. This pause, and let me be clear, it's not all LNG. This is new contracts only. But to halt this, these people have worked hard to get these contracts. They will go to other countries and buy this LNG from them.
So they all pretty much is agreeing with the same thing. Like, how is this going to help the planet if they going to have to start burning coals? Texas produces natural gas nationwide, even overseas. So that's definitely a shot at Greg Abbott because of this border situation. That's why Biden even trying to pass the bill to let 5,000 migrants come in legally because Greg Abbott has been stopping them. Okay, he been stopping them for coming in. Okay, we also know Biden won votes as well. Okay, so as you can see, this is how things are. This pretty much is how things is starting to move. So now they already starting to play with the natural gas. They already trying to stop it. So if we don't have natural gas, what will we have to survive? Okay, so I was watching this queen, Miss Lowdown. She had showed this clip of this a certain area is already having blackouts. Okay, let me go post that. Like they already dealing with blackouts right now. Like it's starting. It's been starting with like the rolling blackouts. They'll cut your lights off for like 3 hours. Some was experiencing for like a day. I know we was getting hit, like our area, like our restaurants was getting cut off. Like this area was getting cut off. They did it for like almost like 4 to 5 days straight. Where our lights was getting cut off at the same time. We only had partially light. But they was doing rolling blackouts. Ohio was getting hit heavy. Like they was getting blackouts for days. They was up in blackouts. Okay, so this ain't nothing that's new, but I feel like this is really start hitting home.
All right, you guys, something big must be going on in Holland because they just shut the power off in North and South Holland. Check this video out.
So people, this is crazy. The entire town is dark. People have candles on in houses. This is just a show, like the first, I'd say, wave of what you can expect in the future. They warned us for this, yes? Entire cities, towns going dark, out of electricity. Yes, make sure that you have an emergency kit at home. Make sure that you have food, that you don't need to cook, water and other supplies, so that you can survive without electricity. This is crazy, look at this. Just showing you like it's fucking dark.
And this is not even crazy because Biden warned us of this. Biden warned us that we are going to be experiencing a dark winter, and this is exactly what's happening now.
We're going to end this by the summer. We're about to go into a dark winter. A dark winter.
So you guys see it. They always tell you everything before it happens. People just don't pay attention. But I'm here showing y'all what's going on in the world. And they're about to enter a dark winter. It's dark over there and it is winter time. So imagine what's going to take place. Again, I don't know how long the power is going to be out for, but something's going on to be turning off the power to North and South Holland. So let me know what you guys think about this video. What do you think is going on in the world, man? So much going on in the world every single day. It's hard to keep up, you guys. Trust me, it's hard to keep up. I want to put the information out there, but it's like, dang, another one. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times, y'all. And we are in these times right now. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and follow for more like this. We in this shift, y'all. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get it. Peace in.
Yeah, so I'm like North and South Holland. I'm trying to look it up, like, cause Chicago have a North and South. So I'm like, is this in Chicago? Like, where exactly, state and city is this at? I'm not for sure, but they is definitely experiencing blackout. Now, this is what makes you want to be careful, okay? Because it's not only that you're gonna have to worry about having lights and generators and a basic of what you just need when blackouts happen. You're gonna have to literally protect your house. Because guess what? You're not gonna be able to call 911. You're not gonna be able to do that. So you need to make sure that you have some form and way of protecting your house. Okay? This is something that I feel like is nice to have right here. Okay? This right here is awesome because these little boats you can put up on your house doors cost a little or nothing up on Amazon. Okay? You can put that up on your house doors and it hold up to 800 pounds. That means even if 5 up, you feel me? 6 depends on how little they is. You feel me? I say about 4 if they 200 piece, 4 to 5. They can't get in because it hold up to 800 pounds. Okay, you can get these off Amazon for a little or nothing. Okay, because you just still want to have. You still want to have.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to pull up another picture. Bear with me.
Okay, we out that thing. So this is another thing that I think that you might want to have. Okay, this is the basic stuff I just be talking about anyway. Get a buddy. Okay, this run off propane. This is if you can't afford no generator no electric generator or a gas generator. And remember, those gas generators, you cannot bring up in the house. So when you get a generator, make sure you buy at least a 25-foot extension cord, because that's the worst thing to have a generator, but you can have it where it can run. And then you also need to like think about how you can lock up, like literally lock it up on a gate or something, so nobody won't steal your generator, because gas generators have to be outside and you got to run it from outside into the house. So make sure you have at least a 25-foot extension cord. Okay. That's number one. That's key if you're gonna do a gas generator. But if you don't want to do a gas generator, you can also do a solar panel generator. Okay, they last for up to like 10, and make sure you're looking at the watts, because that's going to be crucial. Depends on how many watts the generator take. You got to make sure you get a heater or something that can take the amount of watts as the generator. Okay, because you're gonna need some way of at least heating up one room. I told you all, barricade your house. Okay, put this up on your windows. Get these emergency blankets. Now these emergency blankets, they are literally they come like 8 up in a pack, little or nothing. But they protect you from so much heat. You can even use them as solar energy, look, weather protection, retain body heat, emergency signal, emergency shelter. You put these up on your windows with plastic. Okay, so that air that's coming in outside, because I truly believe that they're gonna pull this up on the coldest day ever. Because when it was just now cold, a lot of schools around my neighborhood that was up in the city, they had lost light. Okay, so they're definitely gonna pull it around this coldness. That's why it's gonna be a dark winter, because they know they're gonna pull it, because now they have the weather for it. Okay, so you want to be able to heat up one room in your house. You're not gonna probably be able to heat up all the room, but as long as you got one room where you can heat and like generate heat. So this is good to put up on all your windows. Put up on all your windows in the house. Okay? With some plastic. This is very good. Okay? Now, this right here, this is very useful to help protect your home. Okay, this is still for to read these aluminum foils. You can put them, look, a layer up in your shoe, fit ease into emergency bags. Okay, you can put up on your windows to retain heat. Those are really good. They like a little or nothing up on Amazon. This is if you can't even do the bare minimum of getting neither one. Find ways where you can still just stay warm, where you can wear double layers, buy wooden blankets, buy thermal blankets. To be honest, that's what you're gonna want to do. I told y'all also about these heating pads. Okay, these are really good. Okay, you can put these up on your feet. Okay, you can also do these for your hands, your toe warmers, feet warmers. They got the toes and the feet warmers. Okay, this is very good for you. Okay, this gonna help you stay heated. Also, get a sleeping bag, a one that protects you from the cold. Like if you like when they go camping up in the cold, they have protection on things. These are cool because I like these because what, you can still be mobile. It's like you can still wear this around the house. Your feet out, your hands out, and your head out. Okay, so you can work. You have on layers. Get thermal socks as well. Get your kids just thermals so they can wear underneath their clothes in case something happen. Okay. Now this is the protection again. We back there because you never know what might go down. People gonna start trying to break up in your house, bust your windows, do all that. Make sure you got some protection foam. You put these up on your windows. Guess what? They very easy to install. Like literally, they are so easy to install upon your windows. When I did all my windows, they were very easy to install. Okay, put this up on your windows. Okay, this is if somebody you try to bust your window, they cannot bust it. Okay, it might like splatter, but it won't bust. Okay, they cannot get up in it. They cannot get in. Okay, you want these up on your windows. If you want to be super secure, put some bars up on your windows. They got the ones that slide, not the ones that's just barred up. It's like you got to slide it so you can, because by law you can't have just bars up on your window due to fire hazards and stuff. But they got the ones that slide. So if something were to go down, then you can just hurry up, lock everything up. Okay, especially for us women's. Okay, because I'm telling you, it's going to be purging. Okay, that's going to be a time people going to be purging. They're going to try to break in and steal any and everything, and they feel like they're going to have the opportunity to do fucking whatever. It's freelancers because guess what? You're not going to be able to call the police. It's a blackout. Nothing is going to be on. Especially if they do it kind of where it's cities that get blacked out at once, like whole cities. Okay, so you want to make sure of that. Um, this is good too. I like this right here. If you got a generator, you can put these little. This is like a little heater, but it heats up the whole room. Like it get the whole room heat, and it's like you just plug it up in the socket. And this is like definitely can take the watts of even the smallest generator to heat up a room. This is like a small heater that literally can heat up the whole room. They also sell these up on Amazon. You want to get just a couple of these. You want to get a couple of these. It's crucial. Okay, get you a wooden stove. That's gonna be crucial. If not, make sure you stock up on charcoal. In case you might have to grill some food. You don't got no wooden stove, you'll grill it. But you kind of don't want people to know that, you know what I'm saying, you got that good food because you don't want to be a target. So you might not even want to open your doors during that time. So it's something to think about. Um, you got patio doors. You definitely want that scatterproof. Okay, if you got patio doors, you definitely want this scatterproof. These the hand warmers. Keep you warm. So yeah, you definitely gonna want this scatterproof glass to help protect your home. And it protects you from the UV as well. So it's just very good. It's just very good all around. Um Stockpiling. I tell y'all all the time. A lot of people like, I don't have no space. I don't have no room. Just take one shelf. Put it in your front room. You don't gotta be pretty with it. You know what I'm saying? During this time, you thinking about surviving. Okay? Make it look cute. Long as it's organized, people ain't gonna give a fuck. Okay? Put it in your front room. Each row hold up to 50 pounds. You can get a lot up on one shelf. They sell these up on Amazon too as well. Get a shelf, have two rows full of canned goods, another row full of detergents, house goods. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, this is just a way where you can be organized. Start off here for your stack pile so you can be up in alignment. Okay? Um get organized because it's coming. It will hit the fan. Guess what? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I keep telling you all, we are thriving while we surviving. Because if we are thriving and we prep and we get organized, we don't have to worry about it. Okay. You got to be like Noah. When God told Noah to be able to build that ark, stock up, get his stuff together, he was obedient. So when the storm came and he had to go through 40 days, 40 nights, he was well equipped for just that. Even with Joseph, when Joseph was told he had to experience he to plant and to build because they was fit to go through he was fit to go through 7 years of what? Okay, it was to be fit to be a famine. Did I say that right? Okay, it was definitely fit to be a drought. He prepared them 7 years where he was able to, while they had it, he was obedient to stockpile. He was stockpiling because he knew that after those 7 years, it was fit to be a extreme drought. And because of his obedience, it made him king. And everybody had to come to him because he had became a plug because he was obedient. Okay? Get your households together, get organized, get ready, y'all. I showed y'all, even with y'all, because some of you are like, well, I don't have the money to even buy water, right? To stockpile my water like containers. Take your detergent cans, clean them out real good to all the subs out. You know how to do it. Fill them things up with water. Especially if you be buying the big drugs. I buy the big ones. Okay? I buy like the gallons of detergents. So I'm still utilizing my detergent. Then I fill them up with water. Okay? Start filling up them detergent bottles up with water. Don't just throw them up in the garbage. Or jugs that you be having. Fill them up with water. They also got this Bev thing where you can fill it up if you can. No, I feel like they give us a little warning before they do stuff. It's like you already know where it's heading, how the energy be. You already know how the energy going. What's fit to happen. But the ancestors have been telling me to get organized. I'm like, dang. Why is the ancestors is like back up on me? Like get back organized, start getting back in alignment. So I've been back prepping. Get my stuff up in alignment, get ready, putting up my protection, putting up my double locks, putting up my bolts, making sure that I'm not only um getting prepared, but I'm also able to secure my home. Okay. Y'all put up in the comments up on how you feel about these topics. Let your girl know your point of view. Y'all like, share. I mean, one simple like or share really do so much. It really helps your girl get through the algorithm. It helps your girl expand. Okay, up on that note, you guys know the vibes. Hey guys, if you're looking to grow a blog or build a blog or e-commerce or a website, check this out. Remember, everything is going to AI and everything is going digital. So you might as well start now and build your brand. And ain't nobody got the type of prices that I got right now up on the market. So support small businesses. Check this out, okay? Peace of love, family.
Welcome to
Mwah.
Pretty in Tune. Welcome to Pretty in Tune Agency. Today we come to offer you with our latest system, your number one choice for restaurant online order systems and live streaming video website. Fast setup and start receiving orders immediately. With everything that going on right now, start today. First, let's talk about our restaurant's online order systems and what does it offer. Get your very own order system, cut out the middleman like Grubhub and paying all those expensive fees. Now you can hire more worker for pickup and delivery. Get your website up to date. Get notifications sent directly to you every time someone orders, and our prices for this system you can't beat. Get up and running today. Not to mention our amazing live streaming video website. Continue to reach and engage with your customers through our live streaming platform. We will set everything up for you, and even teach you how to stream, and have it automatically appear on your streaming website. This is a perfect way to keep your business at the forefront of your customers' minds. You can even upload any video content, and even charge people to view it. Also known as memberships. Online store ordering systems. Sell anything online, including products you currently have in your store. Our online store is loaded with functionality and focused on making the customer experience as easy as possible. Sell anything online, including products you currently have in your store. Our online store is loaded with functionality and focused on making the customer experience as easy as possible. Fast setup. Start receiving orders immediately. Get instant notification of orders. Take payments right in your online store. Also pay no monthly fees like Shopify and so many others. Increase your income right away. Customer focused. We build our sites and systems with your customer in mind, making sure it is very easy for them to use, and you too. So let's get you started and up and running today.
Link will be up in the description. Peace and love, family. Mwah.